All right, how is it going, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Tag. Wow, I can't remember my name. The Together Achieving Greatness show. Gonna be a shorter episode today, I think. Probably won't dive in, won't be too long. So I know people have lacked those attention spans these days, so don't want to keep it too long. But before we jump in, make sure you are liking my videos if you're taking information and utilizing the information from them. And make sure you are subscribed to my page and help spread the word, share the videos, pass them along to your friends, family members who you think would benefit from them. But let's just jump right into today. And it's something you get a lot, and it's really popular in the fitness, the health, and wellness space. And it's supplements, but even more specific, it is protein powder. And want to dive into protein powders today, different types of protein powders, different what are the differences between them, how they can help you, do you necessarily need them, just a bunch of different, dive into a little bit on protein powders. And first off, no, you do not need a protein powder. If you can get you can meet your protein goals, and again, protein goals are going to be different for everyone, but again, I think a good starting point is 1 gram per pound of body weight, or if you're overweight or trying to lose weight, a lot of weight, if say you're 300 pounds, you probably don't need to eat, and you're trying to get down to 200 pounds, you don't need to eat 300 grams of protein. That's going to be a ton. I've been there, I've done that before, that's a lot, but get down, maybe go for your goal body weight or your lean body mass. You can eat that in grams per pound. Is always good easy number to get, rather than all the other goofy equations and stuff you'll see out there. But so protein is necessary. You do need protein, and ideally you can get that from whole nutrient dense foods, meats, eggs, fish, dairy, all these different food groups that have a lot of protein in them. You can get them from, if you get them from real food. But protein powder is a great supplement. It can help. And again, when I say supplement, same with protein powder, supplements are not necessary. They are called supplements for a reason. They are there to supplement your diet, your whole nutrient dense food based nutrition plan, which is what you should focus on first. Too many people only want protein powder. I know I'm working with youth athletes, especially. They just eat protein bars and protein shakes, and that's not what we want. It's tough to get it into their brain that yes, they can help, but that should not be your primary source. You don't need 3-4 a day. That just goes to the fact that these supplement companies, these protein powder companies, are great at marketing, trying to say that you need their supplement. This should be all you're doing. Or you got the MLM companies, the Herbalife, and that crap that here, have all your meals a day is going to be a shake or something stupid like that. That's just dumb. That's just good marketing by these companies to get your money, to get you to waste your money on their and most of their products are crappy anyway. The good quality protein powder supplements promote that this is just a supplement. It should be part of a good diet, a good nutrition plan, and that's what we'll get in. We'll talk about some of the brands I like later. But again, protein powder is not necessary, but it can be beneficial. It is a very good supplement, especially if you struggle to get to your protein goals. Maybe your protein goal is 150 grams, and you really struggle to get to that 150 grams throughout eating chicken and beef and dairy and eggs and all that good stuff. So having a protein shake, get that last 25 grams, can be great. It's also great because it's convenient. If you're on the run a lot, if you're traveling a lot, you're going here to there. It's easy to put it in a shaker cup or a glass, or blend one up, shake up before you go, and carry that with you. All you need is some water or some milk or juice. I guess whatever you drink it with. I mean, preferably water or milk. But other than that, it's very convenient. It helps get there, and it can help get there if you're end of the day and you just need something, you want to hit your protein goals. Again, protein powder or protein shake is good for that. So it is a great supplement, but as long as you are using a quality supplement. And let's talk about the different types now. You can see protein powders in all. So obviously we have whey, which is a great source, and there's different ways. There's the concentrate, which is kind of a mixture of different protein, different ways, different way, not different ways like we're going which way, different ways. But a lot of times it's not. There's a lot of other stuff, and there's not the most protein per serving. I guess I could say it's typically like I think a lot of them are like 60 to 80% protein. You got to check that, and a lot of the calories remaining in there, they have a lot of more fats and carbs. So they're mixing it in. It's a concentrate. Then you get the isolate. The protein isolate was basically 90% protein or above, very few carbs, very few fats, which is my personal favorite. This is great it's just made by a further filtering process is how they do it. And it is basically all protein, a little bit of carbs usually, maybe some fats, probably not a lot, but depending on your brand and what you get. But it's the most like kind of purest form of protein, and it is in powder anyway, I should say, but in the most protein per serving you're getting, and it is fast digesting. So this is a great one. This is what I use for, especially after workouts. You're looking for something quick to get in the system, and this is a great option there. Again, you're not getting a lot of carbs. You can mix it with some fruit, some oats, whatever you want, if you want to do a shake that way, or goes great in other things, but we'll talk about that later too. Then you got the hydrolysates, I believe is how they pronounce it, which is just another form, another quick digesting form, and it's just a more expensive way. I don't think it's necessary. I think isolate is the best way to go as far as that for the whey protein powder isolate. And again, with whey is a complete protein, whereas you see then you get the other proteins, like you got all the vegetable protein. So if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, you got your pea protein, you got your pea protein, you got rice protein, you have just all the hemp protein. There's all these different proteins that you can have, and then you get the mixed plant protein, because plant protein sources, even if you're eating like vegetables, you have to eat a ton of them. You have to eat a mixture of them, because plant protein is not a complete source of protein. It doesn't have all the branched chain amino acids that you get with a complete protein source, like a real food source like meat, or like whey protein powder. So if you are eating plants or plant protein, make sure you get like a mixture of one. You'll see like Vega's a brand that I've used in the past, Garden of Life. They mixed a lot of these proteins together, the pea, the hemp, the pumpkin seed, chia seed, those types of things, brown rice. They'll mix these different plant proteins together, because then they get a complete protein. But with that, you're getting a lot more calories. With the plants, you're getting more carbs, those types of things, which is why I like the whey isolate. It's quicker digesting, and you get that complete protein powder, and a lot of times it's cheaper as well. But along with the whey, you have casein protein, which is just a slower digesting protein found in milk. So it is a dairy product, but it's slower digesting. A lot of people, a lot of talk and stuff on it, using it at night to have a slower digesting protein while you're going to sleep. I've used it in the past, but it's been years. But I mean, I just stick with the whey isolate mainly. Simple as that. Then you can get it, and now there's even protein. You got egg white protein powders. You got beef protein powders. It's kind of crazy that all the different types out there. So you can get them in basically any real food source. They kind of have it into a powder form now, which I mean could be good, could be bad. But again, you got to look at the quality and getting into the supplements. And when you're looking at quality, like I said, you want a complete protein, like a whey protein. And or a mixed vegetable protein powder. And you want to look at the ingredients and make sure there is not a lot of extra junk in there, not a lot of extra fillers or like dyes and all this unnatural artificial flavoring and all this stuff. Look for something that's naturally sweetened, minimal ingredients ideally. There's plenty of great ones out there that are like 4 or 5 ingredients that taste good and get the job done, get you a good amount of protein, and you're not going to break the bank on it either. So when looking at the ingredients, look for things like I said, no like dyes, artificial flavors. Make sure they're sweetened by things like stevia and stuff like that. That is a natural sugar and natural flavors come in. If you get like a flavored brand or flavored natural vanilla, those types of things are real chocolate. But that's kind of looking at the types, the what to look for when you're buying it. So again, I think the best way to go is a whey isolate protein. That's my personal opinion. I'm not a master of protein powder, but that's just my personal opinion because it's a complete protein. It is fast absorbing. You can get the job done. It's convenient and it's tastes good for the most part if you're getting the right brands. And let's talk a little bit about brands. I would say some of my personal favorites are Muscle Feast. It's very little minimal ingredients. The Dolce Whey, Mike Dolce's. And let's see what's Legion's a good one. Legion, they got a bunch of different flavors. But again, find what works for you. As far as vegan, I've done the Vega Sport, and then there one I think it's Vega. What is it, something in greens? I don't know what it's necessarily called, but you can find that at Target. I've had Garden of Life in the past. Theirs are pretty solid. But again, when you're looking at these, if you're looking for best quality, make sure they're third-party tested because supplements are not as strictly tested, especially here in America, as they are as like food and drug administration and those types of things. So third party, look at places like labdoor.com is a great one. They test a lot of supplements. Examine.com, they go into supplements. There's a app if you're an athlete to make sure your supplements aren't tainted, so you're not going to fail a drug test. I believe it's NSF. I don't even know. If you message me, I could look it up, but it tells you that these supplements are tested and safe for sport. And there's a little label on a lot of it says NSF safe for sport, or WADA, which is the World Anti-Doping Agency for like the Olympics and stuff. They'll have little labels on the back that said this product is tested and safe for sport. And that's one thing athletes need to make sure of if you're trying to not cheat. But they say if you're not cheating, you're not trying. But if you don't want to fail those drug tests, if you are drug tested, check those out. But again, protein powder is not necessary. Protein bars are not necessary. Protein bars are mostly junk. I won't even get into that right now. But again, if you're a youth athlete trying to figure out, you don't need it. Focus on, that's what I work with my clients first. Get the whole nutrient-dense foods down first. Figure that out, what works best for you. Then supplement it with a protein powder if needed to get the protein powder, or if you just like it and helps. Because I eat a lot of protein. You should eat a lot of protein. And you might struggle to get in different ways. And that's another thing. Protein powder is very versatile. You can have it in your shake. You can just drink it by itself. If you're weird, you can just eat the protein powder and just swallow it. Maybe have a glass of water or something to wash it down. You can mix it in yogurt, Greek yogurt. One of my favorite ways to do it is in oatmeal. Get different flavors. You can mix in some fruit, some protein powder, and it's basically a sweet treat. Good. You can use it in baking. I use it a lot in baking. From everything from pumpkin pies to, I have some pumpkin bread that I made, muffins, cookies, anything. You can use it for baking. It's simple, it's easy. You just got to make sure you adjust, and sometimes you can get too much. It takes trial and error to learn how to do that. But again, protein powder is not necessary, but it can be very beneficial to people. And like I said, I think the best protein powder is just go with a good solid whey isolate protein, and it will help. It will get the job done because it is a complete protein. It has everything you need, all the amino acids, because protein is essential for us to live. It is essential for building muscle, repairing muscle, recovering from those strenuous workouts, and just keep it going. So again, that is my little spiel here. This episode all about protein powder. Didn't want to dive in too much. Didn't want to get too long. So we're at about 16 minutes here. So again, thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you like the video. If you have any questions on protein powder or any supplements in general, any questions on anything in general, let me know. Post them in the comments below. Send me a message, Trevor at tagpn.com, and we will talk to you again soon. Thanks.